how to structure your own diet. So for maintenance, you want to eat 70 to 120 grams of protein a day. Okay. Have a look at my articles. You do not need more than 100, 120 grams of protein a day unless you are an advanced bodybuilder who's on insulin and all kinds of things and he's trying to maintain more than 100 pounds of muscle. I've got 55 pounds of muscle. Okay. I probably don't even eat 100 grams of protein a day. Maybe 100 grams. I've got links to all the studies. It is unnecessary. And the reason why protein is hammered down your throat was because in the 70s, Joe Weider wanted to sell his protein shakes. So he published funded all these baseless societies on why a ton of protein is necessary. Maybe if you're a bodybuilder with 100 pounds of muscle or 200 pounds of muscle, like these giant freaks are, you probably need more protein, but I don't know anything about that. Okay. And if you've got over 60 or 70 pounds of muscle, okay, fine. Feel free to eat more protein, but I'm telling you guys, you don't need that much protein. The way that these guys get big is they're on drugs. Okay. I'm on TRT. That maintains my amount of weight over where my genetic limit would be. Eating a ton of protein does not. I've tried 200 and 250 grams of protein a day. I just got fat. Okay. If you're eating more than you need, doesn't matter if it's fucking protein or ice cream, you're going to get fat, and you don't need that much protein. All that much protein does is it's going to make your stomach not like you. Okay. It's going to give you gas. It's going to give you indigestion. It's too much. So keep 170 to 100 grams, 120 grams, depending on how big you are. For maintenance, eat your maintenance calories per day. So check out the calorie counter on caloriecount.about.com. That's going to give you your value. So for me at 5'10", 175 pounds, and a relatively sedentary lifestyle, I need about 2,000 calories a day to maintain my weight. Okay, not a whole lot. And that's including if I exercise every day, which I do. Even though I exercise every day, my lifestyle is still sedentary, still, working at a computer all day. Unless you have a job where you're on your feet all day, like you work in a warehouse, hauling things, up and down, you're not going to need a lot of calories. Okay, even if you're 200, 220, you might need like 2,300, 2,400. You're not going to need that much. And that's why most guys get fat, is because they don't understand that. Which takes me to the next point of bulking. So bulking, 70 to 120 grams of protein a day. The way that I used to do it when I was still bulking, I'm mostly maintaining now and body sculpting. Weightlifting days, I would do 2 or 3 weightlifting days a week, and then I would do plus 500 calories over my daily maintenance level for those particular days, which would give me a surplus of about 1,500 calories a week, total surplus of about 6,000 a month, which is about 2 pounds. Okay, a pound is about 3,500 calories. So if I was doing a bulk, I would aim for 2 pounds a month, and even that was overkill, because past your intermittent level of being a trainee, you're not going to gain 2 pounds a month of muscle. You'll probably gain like 1.3 pounds a month of muscle, and then you'll gain a bit of it in fat. So you got to be really careful about that. Unless you're on a steroid cycle and you're past the intermittent level of training, you're not going to get 2 pounds a month. You'll be lucky if you get 1. And chances are, if you're past that, you're not even going to get 1. If you're past intermediate, you might get 5 pounds for the entire year, because your body just doesn't grow that fast. The only time you're going to grow quickly is your first 6 months of training and when you're on steroid cycles. That's the only time you're going to be gaining more than 2 or 3 pounds of muscle a month. All right? So you got to understand that. So 1,500 calories a week is plenty. 1,500 extra calories is plenty to gain the muscle that you need. And I like to do it. I would like to do, what I would do is maintenance on all my non-lifting days, and then I like to do 500 calories on my lifting days. You could do it where, you're doing 200 or like 150 extra calories a day, but I prefer to dump the extra calories on lifting days so that I can have a nice long sleep, let all those extra calories repair my body while I'm sleeping, instead of just doing like 100 extra calories a day. But it's totally up to you the way that you want to do it. So finally, last section here is cutting. Again, 70 to 120 grams of protein a day. Weightlifting days, still calorie surplus. I never like to be in deficit on my lifting days, because I want those muscles to be properly recovered from the damage that I'm doing in the gym. And yes, weightlifting is damaging to your body. It is damaging to your joints and muscles. That's how the muscles actually grow. You damage them, you tear them, and then they repair themselves. So I always want to give my muscles more calories that they need to make sure that I'm getting repaired at the end of the day. So on lifting days, 2 or 3 days a week, I would suggest plus 100 calories. On your off days, do a calorie deficit of 700 calories. So that is going to give you a total deficit of 3,300 calories, or close to 1 pound per week. And 1 pound per week is a healthy, sustainable goal for cutting. Okay, so the way that you can do those 700 calories, the way that I would do it is I usually did like a hot yoga class, which would cut my calories down by about 500, and then I would eat 200 calories less. You don't have to do any cardio. You can do it completely on just eating less. Like if your maintenance is like mine, 2,000 calories, you can just eat 1,300 calories a day and not do any cardio. Again, I prefer doing cardio for maintenance, because I don't like to eat little. I like to be able to do a nice big session of cardio and then enjoy myself with a proper meal, knowing that I hit the right deficit. But you can do it any way you want. Stims definitely help. Caffeine definitely helps for cutting. And again, guys, you're only losing 1 pound a week. Okay, that's 700 calories 5 days a week. That's a lot of deficit. And it is not easy to lose a lot of weight. So for the guy who's 100 pounds overweight, you're going to be if you want to lose that 100 pounds, you're going to be on a diet for 2 years, right? 52 weeks of the year, you're losing a pound a week. You got to do that for 2 years to lose that weight. So that's where a lot of people fuck up, is they don't understand the basics of calories and the thermodynamics of food. It's calories in, calories out. And as you lose weight, you got to remember that you got to keep adjusting your calories lower. So if you've gone from 250 to 200, now you're going to have to adjust your calories to reflect your new weight.